Heat forced a Game 6. Congratulations to Jimmy Butler and company, keeping the playoff hopes alive. And you got to understand, Jimmy Butler is doing something very rare. He's playing himself into upper echelon tier. Like, right now, you can't even say his name without saying one of the top players. 2 triple-doubles in NBA Finals, 35 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. He did his thing. He had Duncan Robinson poured in 26. And the Heat did a great job out of taking the Lakers out of everything they like to do, especially like down the stretch. Now, I will say this, the Lakers did miss a lot of open shots, but also the Heat had a lot to do with that because by the time the Lakers eventually finally got open, their mind wasn't steady enough to hit those shots and be more concentrated enough to hit those shots. So props to them. Like I said before, Jimmy Butler, he's knocked off the Celtics. He's knocked off the Giannis, the MVP. So he's basically telling people, like, I'm here now. I'm here now. I'm up here now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, we're going to move on to the Lakers because people are debating whether it's a good play or right play or whatever the case is, where LeBron James passed to Danny Green. It's the right play in theory. Pass to the open man in theory is always the right play. However, you got to factor in a few things, which is Danny Green from three this whole entire series, he's shooting 23% from three. LeBron James, now you heard me, listen, 23% from three. He's 6 for 26 from three in this NBA Finals. LeBron James in Game 5 went 6 for 9 for three. Who do you want taking a jump shot? Who do you want taking a layup? Especially when you have 40 points. LeBron James was on fire. He was like somebody poured kerosene on him and lit a match. I mean, this dude was on straight up fire. And the best way I can say it is like if you ever play 2K, when the guy gets on fire, you don't want to pass the ball because he is going to hit that shot more times than not, even if it's contested. So LeBron James' chances to hit a layup over 2 or 3 people in the lane, I would say it's probably 50 to 80%. You will take that over Danny Green's 23% from 3, wide open, because he's been wide open all these shots, and he hasn't made them. And you got to feel bad for Danny Green. The whole game basically got put on in his hands, but we're ignoring Marcus Morris playing horribly. We're ignoring the fact that Anthony Davis only took 2 shots in the fourth quarter, 1 3 and 1 layup he made, but he missed a 3. And we're ignoring the fact that Caldwell Pope missed a wide open 3 on the side, which probably could have pushed him up to 4. So we're ignoring so many things because of this one play. But it wasn't just this play. Even LeBron's ideal of being aggressive and going down the stretch, the Lakers should have been the only ones to take a shot. So why did he go so early in the shot clock? Because even if Danny Green hits the 2, there's still 5 to 6 to 7 seconds that he could come back and tie or win the game with a 3. So even that was bad. So it's not just I'm trying to make the right play, yada, yada, yada. The right play is you score 40, go for 42 because you're on fire. It doesn't matter if Danny Green is open. And especially with Danny Green too, people are going to say, well, he missed Caldwell Pope on the left corner. Of course he's going to miss Caldwell Pope. You put the ball in his hands to be a playmaker, which he hasn't been this whole entire series. So people can say what they want to say, but this has a lot to do with why LeBron James is 3 and 6 in the NBA Finals. It's not just his teammates or his competition. It's sometimes when he's trying to make the play or vacate responsibility for something that he did, he puts it in the hand of somebody else where you're like completely unexpected, and that person's not having a good series. Danny Green's having a terrible series for anybody's standards. Even a normal person could probably shoot more than 23% from the 3. And that's what people will not admit and take into account. LeBron was 6 and 9 for 3. Even if LeBron took a jumper, a 3, you're more content with that than Danny Green. Because Danny Green has struggled this whole entire series. Guys, he had a game where he had a big bagel. He had a donut, 0. This is how bad he's been struggling. So, I mean, it wasn't just that took him out the game and lost him the game. The Heat took them out a lot of things they wanted to do. And the Lakers have not been able to hit wide open shots. And they haven't done so since Game 1. And I told you guys this was going to be a problem. Because the longer the series extends, the more the Heat get confident. So now we're looking at, honestly, with Davis' injury, we could look at a 7-game series. And anything can happen in a 7-game series. Hoops Junction, Hoops Beats Hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.